Hello again, everybody. This is Rick360 from Player2Reviews.com. I just want to show a little bit of gameplay and some of my impressions for the new upcoming game, Jotun Valhalla Edition on Xbox One. Just gotta wait for the loading.
Ég man eftir hljóðinu, þegar viðurinn splundraðist, ýlfrinu í vindinum og öldu skellunum í andliti mínu. Húð mín fraus úr kulda, sem var ólíkur öllu sem ég hafði áður upplifað, og skipið okkar sökk. Í vægðarlausu djúpi sjávarins tók hálf gegnsætt net ránar við mér. Ég var dregin dýpra og dýpra í átt að gyðju sjávarins. Dauðinn var kominn til að sækja mig. Baráttuvilji sálar minnar myndi ekki nægja til að slökkva þorsta ránar í bráð sína. Myrkri kom, en þegar ég vaknaði var ég ekki í höll þangs og beina, heldur í kyrrð og þögn.
As you can see, this game boasts some very nice looking hand-drawn graphics, and the animation is very fluid and smooth, and like it's really a very nice game to look at. I mean, it's really not a slouch in the graphics department for an indie game. You'll see this quite a bit in the game. The camera just kind of pans out just to, like, I guess, enhance the feeling of the size of the world. And they also do that when you're fighting the Jotuns themselves and the larger enemies. It really makes you feel the size difference. This first level is just kind of it's just like a little tutorial. It shows you what to expect in the game. Lets you do the basics a bit. You got a quick attack. It doesn't work against the branches though. You have to do a heavy attack to get them to retreat a bit. And the whole game is done in Icelandic voiceovers, so that's pretty cool. Makes it feel a bit more, you know, authentic. That's a map. It doesn't show you where you are located on the map. It just gives you a general idea of the area. It can be useful when you're trying to figure out where you are to get collectibles and stuff. These plants, if you get hit by those spores, they poison you. But if you go up to the blue flowers and you just stay near the blue flowers, it cures your poison, and you don't take any damage. The thing about this game is it's an action adventure. It's not like a straight up hack and slash. So a lot of the time, you might not even see a single enemy in the level. You just have to explore and watch out for all the traps and obstacles and that. This is the Fountain of Mimir. This is basically where you go to refill all your health. And once you gain access to magic, because when you get magic, you only have a certain amount of uses, and to refill it, you need to come back to this fountain. Just gonna show you what's back here, because this game is another like big Kickstarter success story, and so in game they put a list of like all the names that, you know, helped them out with money and whatnot, all their Kickstarter backers. These little vines, you can pretty much ignore them for the most part, and they're not that hard to dodge. See, the game likes to game likes to help you out by showing you where the attacks are going to land by use of shadows. So usually if you watch the shadows, you can tell where the attacks are going to land. And then you can just, like, you know, dodge out the way. Yeah, I just can't get over how smooth and nice looking the animations are. It really is like top-notch work. I thought there was something over there, but I was wrong. There's like a couple things you should watch out for in levels. There are god shrines, such as this one. Once you activate it, it gives you access to a certain magic spell depending on the god. This one gives you a healing spell. By default, you get 2 uses. But later on in the game, in later levels, you'll find another statue of her, for example, and it'll give you 1 extra use to the healing magic. And up here there's Ithun. Ithun? I think I'm saying that wrong. I don't know. Anyway, you find the golden apples, and they increase your health bar.
Á ferðum þínum mun Iðunn, verndari gullnu eplana og eilífrar æsku, aðstoða þig. Finndu ávexti hennar til að lengja líf þitt.
These spores are so annoying. First time I played this game, I didn't realize they poisoned me. So I'm just running and I died before I even noticed. My character just dropped dead.
Máttur dísanna ætti að rjúfa innsigli grafhauksins.
Okay, now I just gotta make it back to that main barrow I saw in the beginning. It's unlocked now, so I should be able to go in now that I found the 3 people. Just gotta wait patiently. Run through whenever you have a chance.
Goðin ein vita hvað dvelur í þessum haug.
I was laughing. First time I saw this enemy, I was just like, eh. You almost expect something crazy, and this like little guy comes out. See, if you can time it well and land a charge attack, it does a lot of damage. The problem is, obviously, as you can see, it takes long. But the good thing about it, though, is you can actually interrupt your charge attack with a dodge roll. So you're not, once you're sitting there charging up, you're vulnerable, but if you see an enemy coming at you and you don't think you can make it in time, you can dodge out the way. Keeps getting bigger. Got him.
Megi þessi signi dauði veita þér endanlegan frið.
Might as well just use some healing. And these are the runes you have to collect. Just because this is like a tutorial, you only have to find 1 rune. There's 1 level and 1 rune. So now I can go back to the void, basically. And now I can fight the main Jotun of this region. But for the rest of the game, you'll have to, each region is made up of 2 levels, and in each level you'll have to find a rune. Once you find the 2 runes, it unlocks the Jotun boss fight, and then you can proceed to the next region. beginning fights are pretty cool. There's definitely a learning curve, like a pattern. You just watch their patterns, and you shouldn't be, you shouldn't do too poorly. But the thing is, once you do more damage, the more and more damage you do to them, the more they change their patterns, and they usually get, more difficult.
Rún uppskeru, frjósemi og jarðar.
I find usually a good strategy is to just save all your magic and special attacks and that for the end of the fight, so you can just take care of them quickly without having to dodge too many special attacks or anything. Yep. This was a good example of what I was talking about. You can tell by the shadow where she's going to attack. Because you really have to... Thora doesn't move that fast, so you really have to know where you're going. Watch out for the telltale signs. See how long it took me just to get back to that flower? If you didn't know she was going to do poison, then you probably would have got hit by it. That one fast enough. But if you make sure to hit her with a charge attack before here, where her stomach opens up and then you follow and does some damage. Most bosses have something like that you can do at a weak point. Now you can see the fight gets more difficult because she has these branches. Ooh, I got lucky there, dodged that one. You can actually charge attack and take out the branches. For the sake of speed, I'm just gonna take her down. Now more and more of these thorny vines come up. That's it. She's down. Now once you beat a Jotun, it automatically teleports you back to the main hub. But when you're in a level, you can actually go back to the hub anytime you want, just by pressing start, selecting it in the menu. And it automatically saves any collectibles you have, so it's pretty useful. Now, as you can see, this is the main hub. And there's a map. You can see this big map etched into the floor. And it details the map of each region. And basically, if you look at these little points, they all denote something, like either a special object you can activate in the area, or a collectible, or some kind of an event. As you collect things, they light up on the floor, so it's actually pretty easy to tell where you've been and haven't been. You see, you have to... You can check it out right here, actually. Some are lit up and some aren't. Now you see, like, this symbol of the person. That's the Jotun you'll have to fight. See, the left is one level, and the thing on the right is another level. As you come down here, this is the region for the the Jotun. So you have the two levels here. You can do them in any order you want. And once you get the two runes, like the one rune in each level, you come over here and it unlocks the boss battle. And that's pretty much the flow of the game. You just have to do them in their certain order, because you can't go to any Jotun in any order. You have to beat this Jotun, then the next Jotun unlocks. So I hope you enjoyed, and see you again next time.